Hi everyone, and welcome to my final movie review, number 13, lucky number 13, I believe, or number 14. Actually, this is number 14. Wow, I saw 14 films at this film festival. Some were great, most were mediocre, and a few were really, really bad. But I had the chance to go to the world premiere of the film called Seoul, like Korea, Seoul. Survivor. I'm almost going to call it Soul Survivor. No, Soul Searching. Soul Searching is the film. And I didn't know this film existed until a few hours ago, though I heard that it premiered also at the Sundance Film Festival. So this film revolves around a bunch of kids in the 1980s. We get a little bit of the past and find out, of course, the Korean War, and it really split up the country, north, south. And most kids, most families became refugees and went all over the world to live with other families or their own families or be adopted. So what the Korean government, especially in South Korea, of course, decided we want to bring all these kids for our summer camp to experience life, learn about their culture, and it's all happened in 1986, the great 80s. All the music is there, all the style, all the looks, all the passion of the 80s, but is the heart there? Is the reason that we love the 80s, we remember it for the good things, try and forget for the bad things, a lot of ups and downs in any kind of era of time. But this movie focuses on a group of 5 or 6 Korean kids all over the place, from Mexico, from Germany, from America, and that's the gist of the film. So how did I feel about it? As a child of the 80s, I was born in the 70s, late 70s, but a child of the 80s. This filmmaker also brought up John Hughes, and I grew up, of course, with John Hughes. Some movies I had to sneak because they were R-rated, and others I saw right off the bat, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Weird Science, and then I had to sneak and watch Breakfast Club, which this movie really, from the poster, really this is the Breakfast Club for the Korean 80s community of kids. And so we get to know all these kids, they go on this journey together. Is it fun? I will say, for the first half an hour, I will say, there was a lot of interesting comical moments, especially from a character who was Korean, who was born, actually went to Mexico, and now he's Mexican-Korean. His character, I like the concept of all these people coming, so it was kind of interesting, it's bumbling, these different things. One guy is associated, he's American, associated with Sid Vicious, a girl is associated with Madonna, so all these characters are associated with something with the 80s, and that's kind of what bothered me after a while, is that these characters didn't become they didn't become real people. They felt like they were just things on a screen that were going through these adventures together, and then we get another scene of them going on more adventures as they get together, and nothing felt like it was flowing as an actual movie. I will admit that I kinda like this film and give it a slight pass, because it didn't succeed that well with balancing the comedy and the drama. But what made it so sad about that is that the comedy kind of slowly falls off the map, and the characters that I once liked, I start to despise. I kind of come back to them a little bit at the end, just because of all the 80s references and stuff like that. But there's some really nice moments when one of the girls tries to find her mother. And there was 2 moments in the film which I would say, if you're going to watch this movie honestly, when it premieres on Netflix or anything other kind of streaming site, I would recommend just check out those 2 scenes. When she's talking with her mother, she sees her mother, and then there's this nice scene when maybe the possibility of them coming together. But there's that didn't. And I actually cried. I would tell you, during that scene I cried, okay? So you won me over in that one scene, and I wish that whole movie encapsulated everything. The sad part about this movie too, is that it's supposed to be about the 80s and the culture and stuff like that, but the kids look like, I guess they're supposed to be maybe 17, 18 years old, and they look like they're late 20s, early 30s. And even the guy who was Hispanic, Korean, he looked like he was my age, like in his late 30s. That's just what he looked like. So it was kind of hard to focus on these kids, and also focus that this is happening in the 80s. I never believed for 1 minute, too bad because the music was great and everything, but I never believed for 1 minute that this movie was an 80s film. It felt like they were playing dress up. When I heard songs, I'd think about other movies or other TV shows or the 80s itself. So overall, I did kind of like this film, but I really just can't recommend it. If you really feel a need to watch it, again, watch it for those 2 scenes, maybe the beginning, because there's some kind of funny moments in the beginning that I did laugh. A lot of over-the-top stuff that didn't really work out, felt very out of place. And it's very disappointing because I think there's a movie here. I really do think there's a movie here, but it wasn't the movie that I saw. So in the comment box below, what did you, if you saw this film, what did you think? Share your opinion. Doesn't matter if you disagree with me. I'm perfectly okay with that. Of course, this movie premiered at Sundance, so people have seen it and they're talking about it somehow, somewhere. It was interesting to go to the premiere and be at a full house and all that stuff. And luckily, the lady in front of me moved because there were subtitles, and I couldn't see the subtitles, and it made me kind of mad. So that was my experience tonight. Overall, it's been a very up and down experience at the film festival. I've had great moments that I'm really trying to focus on right now, but there's a lot of bad stuff, and I don't think I'll return, maybe in a few years, to the LA Film Festival because they've treated me as press like I've been a bad boy. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, share, like, and look at all our stuff that we did on We Live Film because we did have some good times. We did see some good movies that are definitely worth checking out. And I did personally see a couple great films that I would definitely say are worth people's time, that they need to go find in the theater and see. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is MovieManCHAD reporting for me and We Live Film here at LA Film Festival 2015, one of the most mediocre film festivals, even though I've only been to 2 in my entire life. Go to Newport Beach Film Festival, much better film festival. It's a true community there. Here at LA, we are, I don't know what we are. All right, everyone, bye. Live Film. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.